Hi, Robin Thomas from Bolivia again. So, tomorrow we're hoping to go racing. We're going to go to Tupiza. Tupiza is 200 kilometers from here, over the mountains and down the other side of the Andes. So it drops down to an altitude of 2,600 meters. At the moment we're at 3,600, so hopefully it will be a bit warmer. It's only a little race, it's a local race, not a big race. But we haven't been racing for a while. Everything else has been cancelled due to the pandemic. The race tomorrow might even be cancelled, we don't know. Last time we went to go racing to Tupiza for a rally. The day before it got cancelled, but nobody told us, so we went all the way there only to find out it was under lockdown and we had to come all the way back. So fingers crossed this time. We're going to go and have a little race. So the bikes are ready. Master's got the KTM 450 and I got the Suzuki 450. It's the first time the Suzuki's been out since we rebuilt the fuel injection. So fingers crossed it's going to go well. So we're getting all the gear ready, all our riding gear, extra fuel, tools and supports, boots and everything. We're waiting for Waska to come in the pickup truck and we'll load it all up tonight, and tomorrow we'll head off at 7 o'clock in the morning. It would take us about 3 hours to get there, like I say, over the mountains. And then hopefully we can have a little bit of practice on the circuit before the race, because we don't even know the circuit. And then we got two heats, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. But we're under lockdown at the moment here in the uni, so we've got to sneak out in the morning and see if we can get to Tupiza. So wish us luck. And I'll keep you informed. Let's go up there, load it up. We come here to the circuit. The circuit, as you can see, is very dusty. We're in the desert here. The wind is blowing. It's very narrow, very twisty. There are 3-4 jumps in it, but they're not very big, so we have to be careful we don't overshoot the jumps if we hit them hard. So yeah, we've got the competition here today. There's a few guys from Tupiza that we know and race with, racing the national championship. So it should be a very good, exciting race. The sun is shining, it is cold, and it is a little bit windy, and the dust is going to be the problem. Do not get a good start and we are behind 5 other riders, we will not be able to see the track. I don't think 100% because we've only just got here and only done 3 laps, so it's really important we get a good start. But it's going to be a difficult race. I'm racing in open category and all the young guys, 20, 21, 22 on their 450s are racing here. I'm 57, so I don't expect to win, but if I can have a good race and come in the top 5, I'll be happy. So let's see how the race goes. Thank you. Okay, so this is the type of track we are racing on. A deep loose sand, there's some rocks thrown in there too, and very tight bends, so you come flying down here, twist it in here, out there, over there, back around there. There's a little jump there which you don't want to hit too fast, and you've got to power it down the straight to the bend at the bottom. There's also these jumps over here which you probably can't see on the camera, but they are very small, and if you hit them with a lot of gas you land very hard on the flat. So we got to think about things, but this here is the start where the tyres are over there. So we come down this start here, get to this bend here, and we got a U-bend before we go back down the track there. So it's going to be a real scrap for the first position on the bend, and there's so much dust, so much dust. The problem is you ain't going to see where the track is, so it's going to be a difficult race. Let's see how we get on. To start on the straight, you come flying down here, and you've got this, it's virtually 180 degree bend, you know. So we are scrapping here. It's going to be bar bashing, kicking, pushing to get through here. Then after that, we got this straightaway. Got a tight bend at the bottom, a 90 degree bend at the bottom. There's a little bit of banking where that tyre is, so you can gas it in. Dusty?
Dusty, pure dusty, but we have the control, the bends, and many rocks too.
Many people fell.
Many people, even the first was in front of me.
The first lap I probably got 3 places on the first lap with people falling off in front of me. So staying on the bike is very important.
Yeah.
And the dust, well, you can't see when there's 3 or 4 people in front of you. I put on the surface. Perseverance.
Yeah. It's first.
So let's see what happens in the next race.
Yeah.
So, did the weekend go as planned? No, in terms of blogging, no it didn't. Why? Because we got no race footage. We had a helmet cam fitted to our helmet, and in the first race was okay. After we finished the second race, I came back to the car, went to switch the camera off, it's not there. Wasn't on the helmet anymore. Okay, went around the circuit looking for it, couldn't find it, asked all the children to help me, they put it out in the tunnel. Anybody found a camera, please bring it. No. So it wasn't the best camera in the world, it was an old drift camera I had, but it would have got some footage, and the SD card in it was very good. So I'm going to have to buy a new camera. Going to have to get a GoPro, but it's going to take me like 3 or 4 weeks to get one because everything takes so long to get here in Bolivia. So unfortunately the footage you're seeing is the only footage that we have. So shall we start with the race? What happened in the first race? The first race had a bad start. They started the race by lifting a flag up. But as soon as the flag starts going down, everybody jumps before the flag goes up. So I was about 8th going into the first bend, which was a disaster. Somebody fell off in front of me, then get back on it, it was bad. The dust was bad, really bad. And in the first race, about 5 people fell off in front of me because they couldn't see the track. They exiting the track, falling off, falling this. So I was running 4th, and then on the last lap I could see the guy in front of me, and 2 bends before the finish, he fell off. So I ended up finishing in 3rd place, and Waska ended up finishing in 2nd place. That wasn't too bad. On the last lap though, the Suzuki started to lose power top end wise and misfiring. So when we got to the pits, I said, it's probably a blocked injector. So I got an hour before the next race. So I stripped the whole thing down, everything off, rear subframe off to get to the injector. I get the injector off, I tap it upside down, and a couple of little bits of black grit came out of it. I thought, oh, maybe this is it. Put it all back together. Don't forget I'm tired after the first race. I really want to rest, but I can't. I've got to fix the motorcycle. Put it back together, run it round the paddock a little bit. It seems okay. Okay, fingers crossed. Let's go out in the second race. Second race again. Bad start again. Terrible. I was about 8th. And all I could see was the helmet of the guy in front. And the guy in front was number 10, he's a national rider, very good on a KX 450, and I thought, if I can just see his helmet and follow his helmet, I'll be okay. On the second bend though, he couldn't see where he was going and he went off course, and of course I followed him off course. We lost a couple of places, we jump back on again, we get round, we get to the top of the circuit, and he goes way off course, and I followed him again. We was in the bushes down a gully. Get the bike out the gully, back on the circuit, continue round. He zoomed off, and again a couple more times I was off circuit. I just could not see the circuit. So I just persevered and fought through. I dropped the bike on one of the bends because I was so tired, picked it up quickly, pulled the clutch in, it didn't stall, thank God, got back on, and I finished the race in 5th. There was 10 in our race, so it wasn't terrible. So having a 3rd in the first race and a 5th in the second race, I got 4th overall. Waska got a 3rd in the second race and a 2nd in the first race, so he got 2nd overall. So it wasn't a complete disaster. The disaster was coming back to the pits, thinking I've got some footage on the camera, and I've got no footage on the camera. So, it is what it is. We will get a new camera. We got to get one now, a GoPro Hero 8. So let me order one of those, and then I can get some better helmet footage. The bike seems to be going okay. Even after I cleaned the injector out, it finished the race good. It had plenty of power. So yeah, we'll see what happens in the next race, eh? But we are going to get better vids in the future. You know, we're practicing. When you practice, you get better. We're learning better techniques. We will get better equipment. Everybody has to start somewhere. So this is it. We will get better. Hope you enjoy what you can see, and we'll get back to you in the future. Thank you.